EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. A fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Broncos, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Texans at 9-2 to start play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a back up. Oh, he just stuck out there, and he's got a nice first down.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run the offense through him.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. If you look at this Bronco defense, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Warriors 17. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Stroud to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Stroud on 3rd down now. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Back to the ground with Pierce. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And he's
in. Touchdown, Houston. His 9th score on the ground this year and 13th overall. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos 1st down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. Now he's flushed out. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the 1st down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Following the fumble recovery, Stroud eluding the pressure right. And this one too low.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. Hand off left side, Pierce. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he is caught. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. But derailing that play from the start was Christian Harris. He got back there and stuck him for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. They go play action with Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
To throw is Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Wilson wants a different look. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Well, you're down there really close, but just 2nd quarter here. What are you doing?
Well, I know that your offense is looking at the sideline saying, let's go for it. But reluctantly, take them off the field and bring out the field goal kicker. A lot of time left in this game. Get 3 points on the board and go back to work.
Yeah, and you're within striking distance. It's not. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Yeah, to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Riley Moss. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Judy with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos are back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Stroud. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line. Stroud off the play fake. That's complete to Dell. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Hand off right side to Pierce. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3 But now it's third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's Stroud. Flush to his right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to fourth down. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a first and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Play action. It's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. He's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. He's got it to Collins, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Stop. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Pioneers. Warriors 70. Ready.
First and 10, it's Stroud. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Here goes Stroud again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game. And
there he goes, right side. Look at the big fella go. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Hey, Crash, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Play action. Stroud now. This one left side caught by Collins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Play action. Here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to extend their lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Pierce gets this one running right. And down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Dragon 60. Buffalo 18.
On second down, it's Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Stroud sets up the play action. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. Fair catch called for and taken down near the 5-yard line, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Woods. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st down, here's Stroud. is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Don't. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
38, Broncos 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now they're in the hurry-up.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 15.
On 1st down, Wilson.
Denver.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Jerry Jeudy with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Wilson and the Broncos offense going to stay on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Another carry for Pierce. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 7. Man in motion left. That's Collins.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. The Texans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Stroud out of the gun here. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And they'll send Judy in motion left. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
On the counter, here's Williams. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Play action. Now Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The end result, 21 yards. To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 44-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First down, Broncos.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And this is caught by Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field.
Touchdown! Javonte Williams from 17 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Texans 41, Broncos 29.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud working out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Stroud to throw it. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's on his way. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Texans' 17-yard line.
Now Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Work to do here with a crowd at fever pitch. 3rd and 9. Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked off by Steven Nelson. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
A 46-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Wilson's throw here caught by Mims. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Here's Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Ready.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.